This watch made it easier for Ant to know where I was, where I slept. It was set up by Mossad. The watch not only has GPS positioning, but it also has a microsystem developed by Apple to connect via satellite and send audio messages 3 times a day. Castillon Confidencial by Albert Castillon. Welcome. How are you, insiders? There's a lot to talk about regarding what's happening in the world, especially in Venezuela and Spain. And we're going to tell you about it here. We have guests. We'll even explain the situation with Greenland, Donald Trump's interest in Greenland, with an expert. There are many questions, and you'll get some answers if you stay with us. Thank you for your support and affection. And to the people of Venezuela, a lot of patience. We'll start by talking about the prisoners, about why not even 1% have been released after Donald Trump's order. We'll tell you about it. But first, we have an exclusive for you. You won't see this on any other news outlet. It's straight out of a spy series, a Tom Cruise or James Bond movie. But this is a story, a real one. And the main character is this man you're seeing, who is escorting the detained Nicolas Maduro in the famous tracksuit across the New York runway and on the way to Brooklyn. This man is a DEA agent, therefore from the CIA, from the U.S. Intelligence Service. He's someone important. Without him, Maduro probably wouldn't have been arrested so easily. Now take a look at this new image. 3 months ago, in a place in Congo where the president of Guinea-Bissau is hiding, you're seeing the same CIA agent saying hello. This is a secret meeting he had with Umaro Sissoco. Remember Umaro Sissoco in Guinea-Bissau? That's where Maduro's treasure is, the biggest of all. Here we have explained the place, the method, and where he keeps the money. We've seen everything from the place where he could hide out to the secure lockboxes and how they got to this place in Africa, which has no extradition treaty. That guy Sissoko lost the elections. We told you about it here a few months ago. And since he didn't want to hand over power to the winner, he staged a self-coup. How? With Venezuelan money. We already told you about this. Maduro sent him $7 million and he bought off the army. Then an alleged coup-plotting general proclaimed himself in the name of Sissoko, and Sissoko fled to Congo until things calmed down. Each general of the Guinean army has received an average of about $500,000 for supporting the coup of their president, supposedly in exile. And you might ask, why would Maduro have to pay for a coup in Guinea to protect his treasure? If democracy comes to Guinea, the billions he has stored there in diamonds and especially in gold bars will vanish. If he has 113 tons and keeps them in Switzerland, how much does he have in Guinea? All right, so we've told you the story of the coup sponsored by Maduro. What does that CIA agent have to do with it? What was he doing in that place in Congo where this corrupt president of Guinea-Bissau is hiding? Well, gentlemen, what he was doing was making a deal. Making a deal so that Sissoko would provide a poison gift to Maduro. And the gift is what you're seeing here. This extremely expensive wristwatch. The CIA prepared this device with Mossad technology to spy on Maduro at all times. This watch made it easier for the CIA to know where he was, where he slept. It was prepared by the Mossad They are the technicians who prepared this watch. They are the same ones who prepared the walkie-talkies that exploded at the same time and killed dozens of Hezbollah members. I'm sure you remember it. The watch doesn't just have GPS positioning, but it also has a microsystem developed by Apple to connect via satellite and send audio messages 3 times a day. That watch records conversations. And when Maduro left the bunker to go anywhere outside, it would send the audio recordings via satellite. That's why the CIA, that's why Trump always knew what he was doing, what he was eating, where he was sleeping, and what his plans were. How does Sissoko manage to get the watch to Maduro and have him accept it? Seriously, man, gratitude is easy to understand. He paid him 7 million euros to keep him in power. The least he could do is give him a watch. The explanation is logical. But he used a person balganit out. We also talked about this man on the show. This Arab man is the one who keeps Maduro's cryptocurrency wallets. They had never seen the picture until we published it here. Therefore, he is one of Maduro's most powerful front men. He keeps all the cryptocurrencies they have. He was the one who gave him the watch on behalf of Sissoko. Therefore, Maduro not only didn't distrust him at all, but he had blind faith that the watch was safe, that the gift came from someone whom he had kept in power, even if he was supposedly in exile. In the end, the CIA makes a deal with Guinea. Guinea uses a frontman for Maduro, and the final objective is achieved, which is for Maduro to wear that watch. And when he wasn't wearing it, he kept it in his suitcase, and it kept recording and kept sending images every time it saw the light. Where is that watch today? That watch is back in the CIA's hands after the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. And they tell me that it will be returned to Mossad, the Israeli intelligence service that made it, through the United States Embassy in Guinea-Bissau. And we ask ourselves, are there more similar devices? And the answer is yes. To Diosdado Cabello, a baseball player gave him a gift, a gold keychain, not very big, with a baseball bat. You know, he often uses Con El Mazo Dando, his television show. Well, that gold baseball bat was also a device to monitor his movements. But Diosdado Cabello found out, didn't trust it, and made it disappear. Don't worry, there are other ways, and the United States has Diosdado Cabello tracked 24 hours a day. And by the way, Delcy Rodriguez too. We're not going to tell you more because we prefer to cooperate with the investigation and not hinder it. In short, they're under control, they're being watched, and those they consider their allies are actually their main traitors. No one trusts anyone. It's an absolutely hellish situation where after Maduro's arrest, everyone is suspicious of the person next to them. It's clear that Delcy and Jorge Rodriguez betrayed Maduro. But it's possible that Celia Flores did too. And maybe Vladimir Padrino, who I've been told is very accommodating to the power of the United States. There's a rumor going around in Venezuela that Diosdado and Padrino might try to stage a coup against Delcy. It's possible. Hopefully they'll fight among themselves. It seems that the SEBIN, the police, and other law enforcement agencies are moving weapons to distribute them in strategic locations throughout Venezuela in response to an alleged order for an uprising. It's just a rumor. If it happens, we'll know. And by the way, the one who doesn't allow the prisoners to be released, as Delcy Rodriguez promised Donald Trump, is Diosdado Cabello. And if this continues, the second phase of U.S. bombings is already underway with a clear objective, and he may not make it out alive. And it's Diosdado Cabello himself. We're going to tell you much more. That will be in the next few minutes. Welcome. We investigate.
Castillón Confidencial, de Albert Castillón.